So today I want to talk about why you shouldn't be afraid of your contracts. You know, when you're about to make a big purchase, like maybe a new car or you're building a house, or even when you're signing on to Apple's latest update, and you have to scroll through that page of long-winded stuff and click I agree at the end. Do you ever have a moment of fear where you think, hang on a sec, what am I signing up to? If that's you, you're not alone. That's the same feeling that people have when they're faced with a commercial contract, like a construction contract or a consulting services agreement or anything really. It means people tend to approach contract reviews from a place of emotion and fear rather than with an objective, systematic eye for practicality. I want to share a few of the things that people tell me put them off reading their contracts. There's nothing new here. I've been hearing all of these things for all the years I've been a contract lawyer. And after I've listed out the 4 biggest fears, I'm going to give you my simple framework for tackling contracts without fear. So, number 1, I won't understand it. You might have heard a few rumours about lawyers, they love a long word. Something can be said in 2 pages, they say it in 20. They charge by the hour, so the longer the contract, the better. Well, I love my job and I could defend the profession or try to, but, those statements aren't completely untrue. Although not all of us do charge by the hour these days, just saying. And that means that contracts sometimes are very hard to understand, even for me, and so I can relate to this one. So number 2, fear. So long, don't have time to read this, I've got better things to do. Number 3, I'll miss something important. Number 4, the other party won't negotiate, so, what's the point? Number 5, it's a loaded gun and I'd rather just stick my head in the sand. So what's the solution? Well, I think those of you who hold any of those fears, and that includes me, are underestimating yourselves. You absolutely can understand those contracts, even the really long, complicated ones. So here's my tip for making sense of every commercial contract, no matter how complex. You want to think about or look for the processes in the contract that address these 3 risk areas. So, how does this contract deal with the parties' expectations? And by that I mean who's doing what, by when, how much does it cost, when does that money have to be paid? Number 2, what are the processes in this contract that help me manage change? I look for processes that deal with changes in scope and changes in the program. This is particularly important for project and lump sum contracts. Number 3, does the contract have processes for dealing with relationship issues? And here I'm thinking about suspension, termination and dispute resolution. Right, so there you have it. Simple 3-step process for looking at any contract, no matter how complicated. So you want to look at number 1, do we have expectation processes to manage expectations? Number 2, processes to manage change, and number 3, processes to manage relationship. Easy. So now you're ready, go out, go forth, don't be afraid of your contracts.